Comrade Rosa. Comrade Rosa and Salatane. Comrade Rosa going home the better, and Comrade Rosa beat Salatane.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop. It is episode 337 and is proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. The Queensland Racing Carnival has arrived, and it's a huge opening weekend with Guineas Day at Eagle Farm and the Archer Race Day at Rockhampton. Morning, Tony. How is the stable leading into the winter?
Yeah, good morning, Claire. Yeah, it is the kick-off of the carnival. We've had a couple of soft openings, haven't we, with a few stakes races the last few weeks. With the season launch on Monday, the carnival launch, on Monday, up at the Sky Deck at the casino. That was a lot of fun. Beautiful location, and hospitality there was perfect. So, yeah, it feels like carnival time now. We've all got our little jumpers on. Winter carnival's well underway. Looking forward to what's going to be a great start to the carnival on Saturday.
Okay, and the stable continued its good form with another 3 Metro winners last Saturday, including Tenzing in the listed Brisbane Mile.
Yeah, he was the highlight, wasn't he? He was terrific. 3 winners on the day was. Look, I guess it's not often unexpected. We have big lots of runners there, and the horses are in good shape. But to win that race, from where that horse has come at the start of the preparation to where he is now, he's been in career best form. And when he drew low with a relatively light weight in his back, Regan Bayless did the rest. So it was a terrific win by a horse that we all often say they deserve to win that race. But I just knew the way he was going this preparation, a race like that wasn't beyond him. It was a good race, a $300,000 race. So the prize money was there, and it attracted a good field, and terrific win.
Okay, before we get into the preview, let's announce the winner of our latest promotion with the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. The prize is a lunch for two with Tony at Apron Restaurant at the Pullman Brisbane Airport. And Tony, the winner is?
Andrew Lecantro. I believe he's in Transatlantic.
Yes.
So well done, mate. Well done. Look forward to having lunch with you at the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. It'll be a lot of fun. Food will be good. I'll make sure the company's good. And we'll have a good time. And
we know Tony and his long lunches. Anyway, Andrew...
And I'd probably get a room that night, I'd suggest.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, Andrew, a representative of the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group will be in contact with your prize voucher. Okay, one more thing before we get into the preview. Don't forget about our 10-night tour to Japan in conjunction with Gulliver's Travel. Details for this trip are on the page, and I'm sure that Tony will make sure everyone has a good time over their 10 days.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's coming up quite quickly. Obviously, we're very busy with the winter carnival, etc. now, but for all you people who are planning a holiday after the winter in August, it'll be a great trip. 10 days, a lot to take in, a lot to look at, and it'll be a lot of fun. So I, for one, can't wait. I think it's going to be brilliant. It'll be a great, end to what hopefully is going to be a successful winter. And personally never been in Japan before, so I think it's going to be an exciting 10-day trip. Absolutely.
Now let's start with Eagle Farm on Saturday, and then we'll preview the $1 million Archer at Rockhampton on Sunday. At Eagle Farm, the rail will be in the 7 metre position. The track is currently a soft 5 with a forecast for mostly fine days ahead and maybe some showers on race day.
Yeah, I hope we don't get the showers on race day. I'd imagine we'll get good ground. I really hope so. The weather's magnificent at the moment. No cloud in the sky and a good breeze. So I'm going to be working on a good 4 track, and I'm going to work on a track that plays closer to fence. I'm not saying it's going to be a mad fence track, but I do think we're going to get more of a truer race track. We've been racing off fence for the last so many weeks at Eagle Farm. I think as we get that rail to get out to the 7-8 metre mark, it races like a fairly true race track. So I'd be thinking that horses, need to get the right run anywhere.
Okay. We start in race 1, which is the Class 3 plate over the 1600 metres. We'll have 2 runners in this. Ludovisi will carry 60 kilos. Craig Williams will ride and jump from barrier 12. He's paying $10 to win at the moment and $3.20 for the place. After a big win first up, he had to make a wide run last start, but still fought on okay over the 14.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He got flushed pretty deep. He sprinted really well fresh. The other day he got flushed pretty wide pretty early, and his run probably just peaked a touch late. So look, I thought I think stepping into the mile now is ideal for him. He seems fresh enough in the legs. He looks really good. This is his distance now, mile to 1800, and he's in good order. Craig Williams is a big help, I'm sure. There's enough pressure. I think if he can find a midfield spot with a bit of cover, the mile will suit him.
Okay, Voracious is the second one, 60 kilos. Angela Jones will ride, barrier 16. He's paying $4.80 to win and $2 for the place. Fought on well for a half-length second last start over the 1400 metres. You're stepping him up to the mile, and it's a distance he's won over before.
Yeah, I think the mile will suit him now. He's ready for that in his preparation. He's got worried out of it by the horse outside of him the other day. He'd do a bit of work early, then it got across, and he was just a bit better than us late. But he wasn't bad through the line. So I think going to the mile now suited. The wide draw doesn't worry me too much. The mile's a good start. He'll roll up on speed, and look, I think he'll run really, really well, this horse. And I think he's looking for this trip now.
Okay, how are you splitting the two?
I'm going to go with Voracious. I think he just makes his own luck a little bit more. I like Ludovisi. I've just got a funny feeling Ludovisi is a better horse with cut in the ground. Okay. I'm just not sure if he's going to get it. So if the showers do come, I could easily change my mind. I could move him around.
Okay.
The showers come, you will not have any luck. He hates the wet. This is Felix the Scat behind us here.
Yeah.
He wants the showers not to come.
Yeah, he's angry because you're talking about rain.
I think so.
Okay. Race 2 is the Fillies and Mares benchmark 78 handicap over the 1200 metres, and we'll have Floozie in this race, and she'll carry 58.5 kilos. Angela Jones will ride her, and she'll jump from barrier 4. She's paying $2.10 to win and $1.28 for the place at the moment. A brilliant winner first up at this track and trip a fortnight ago.
Yeah, I'll get out of the rodeo. It's my best on the day.
Okay.
She maps beautifully. She mapped tricky the other day. She got a tricky enough run and she put him away well. She's found the right race to go on with it. I think she's a really nice mare. I'd be disappointed in myself if I don't get the stakes level with her during this carnival. And this is a beautiful stepping stone. She's done nothing but improve from that first up run. I expect it to be exceptionally hard to beat.
Okay, race 4 is the benchmark 90 handicap over the 1835 metres. Rising Pacific will run in this, and he'll carry 60 kilos with Andrew Mallion doing the steering, and he'll jump from barrier 10. He's paying $7 to win at the moment and $2.30 for the place. He's won his past 2 over the mile at Eagle Farm, and he's up to 1800 for the first time.
Yeah, I would never have really wanted to go to 1800 with him until probably now. I didn't want to go. This race wasn't by design. I had him in the mile last week, but he just cannot handle the wet ground. So we'd pulled the right rein and waiting for this. We're going to hopefully get a good track on Saturday. 1800 always scared me the way that he was so aggressive. He's not like that anymore. I think Mallion and him is a really good, okay mate, they're a very good jockey horse combination. He relaxes so well for Andrew, and if he'll just pop back somewhere in the second half of the field, drop the bridle and be strong late. I really like this horse, and I think if I was ever going to go to 1800, the timing's now.
Okay. Race 5 is the benchmark 85 handicap over 1400 metres, and we'll have 3 runners in it. We'll start with Substantial. He'll carry 61 kilos. Tim Clark will ride barrier 6, and Substantial's paying $13 to win and $3.30 for the place. He's second up after a disappointing run on a soft track last time.
Yeah, well, these 3 horses we'll speak about, they're all horses that want good ground. They all don't want that shower. This horse here, trainer error I mentioned last week, tongue tie was on, took that back off, tongue control, but he'll run a lot better. His work's been great, he looks good, he's a big improver. Tim Clark's a great booking. Okay,
Blakmax, he'll carry 58 kilos. Ryan Maloney in the saddle, barrier 8. And Max is paying $17 to win and $4 for the place. Good run first up, then a disappointing result last start in the wrong part of the track.
He got cannoned into out the gates from the horse to his inside, put him right back, just got smothered with kickback and just didn't want to stretch out. So you'll see a lot better Blakmax, back to 1400, an aggressive ride out, put him on speed, you'll see a much, much better horse. Another one wants that good ground.
Okay, and the third one is Felix the Scat, who, as you mentioned, is behind us.
A bit of character, isn't he?
He's got a little bit of character, yeah, that's for sure. He'll carry 58 kilos with Mark Duplessis riding, jumping from barrier 12. He's paying $26 to win and $6 for the place. He is first up on Saturday, and as you mentioned, is hoping for the good track. Romped in first up last preparation at Doomben, but is yet to win at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, I think Eagle Farm suits him. He ran third in Derby. They're beaten a long way by Warmonger last year, but the track will suit him. The barrier is ideal for him. He's just got to sit outside horses. He'll be off midfield and just winding up and warming home late. They'll probably be too sharp for him. He's trained to get out over a trip, and hopefully he's a horse we see at Ipswich Clandra Cups later on in the carnival. That's sort of where I sort of see him sitting. So I'd imagine this is too short for him. We'll put a lot of miles into him. He's not through in his coat yet. It'll continue to improve as the prep goes on, but. Yeah, I think it's a nice lead-up run for him, but these horses will be too sharp at the shorter trip.
Okay. How are you splitting them?
I think Substantial can be... He's very good Eagle Farm track and trip. I think he's a big improver. Okay,
race 6 is the listed Dalrello Stakes for the 2-year-old over the 1,000 metres. We have the 2nd, 3rd and 5th emergencies in this race, and with no scratchings yet, they're probably unlikely to get a run.
Yeah, what a disgrace. 10 runners for a listed race to start the carnival off. Very disappointing. They have advertised as 12. They've gone back to 10. If this is how you start your 2-year-old racing for the carnival with 10 runners for a listed race, it's actually embarrassing. So I think it's very disappointing. We won't touch on the runners, which is a real shame. Horses set for this race to springboard into better 2-year-old races throughout the carnival. To have to, cop this, there should have been another 1,000-metre race last week or something else to get these 2-year-olds up and going. It's highly disappointing, and I think it's poor management in the programming part of the carnival to start this race off with only 10 runners.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll go to race 7 now, which is the Group 2 Queensland Guineas over the mile, and we'll have Boomtown Boss running 57 kilos, Emily Lang riding barrier 10, and he's paying $8 to win and $2.70 for the place. Has had an outstanding start to his preparation with 2 wins, 1,200 metres, then out to the 1,400 metres of the Daybreak Lover. He rises to the mile and he's in great form.
He is. I've made no secret how much I like this horse.
Yeah.
I think he's so untapped. I don't hate the barrier. Would I love to have been in a couple? Probably, but I don't hate it. I think big fields in the Guineas, they generate enough pressure. They'll roll along. It's a great start at the mile, which we touched on earlier in Voracious and Ludovisi's race. They'll roll along down the back. The key to him is just beginning out neutral on him. If we can find a spot midfield somewhere with a bit of cover, even if we're a touch worse, it wouldn't bother me. As long as he relaxes down, which I can't see why he wouldn't. He relaxed really nice when he was awkwardly placed on the inside the other day. I think he's so much better outside. And then if Emily can just get up, track up behind the right horses, give him plenty of room from the top of the straight, he's going to have a big finish. I respect a lot of the other horses, particularly some of the travellers that are coming up here.
Okay.
But I've got so much faith in the turn of foot this horse has, particularly at these trips. Like he quickens like he does in 6 furlong races.
Yeah.
A lot of those horses that are coming up haven't got that type of turn of foot. So if he can produce that at the end of a mile, which I can't see any reason why he couldn't. His mother was a miler. I can't see any reason why he wouldn't do this at the back end of a mile. I think he's a really nice horse, and he's the best chance I've ever had to win a Guineas, and I think it'll be very hard to beat Saturday.
Okay. Race 8 is the Group 2 Victory Stakes over 1,200 metres, a race you've won with Temple of Boom in 2014 and also Antino last year. You've got 4 chances this year, and we'll start with Freedom Rally. He'll carry 58.5 kilos. Ryan Maloney will ride him, and he is a drawn barrier 3. He's paying $15 to win and $4.60 for the place. 6 weeks from his midfield finish in the Group 2 Ajax over the 1,500 metres at Rosehill. You freshened him up for this assignment over the 1,200.
You see the honour roll of our 2 winners in this race. What's the calibre of horse you need to win this race?
Yep.
Previous year, there has been certain years where this race hasn't been that strong. This isn't one of those years. This is a good race. There's 3 Group 1 winners, I think, in this race. This is a strong race, and you need a good horse to win it. So when you look through our horses, it's the horses that have that ability to get to that next level. They're the ones you want. Freedom Rally, he is one of those horses. He's forgotten a bit here. His 2 runs in Melbourne were fantastic. Second run particularly. Went back to Sydney, nothing went right. He pulled hard on a rock hard track and it was just very messy. We were able to back right off him, bring him back here. He jumped out really, really well at Doomben the other day. He's in good nick here. I think he's forgotten off a low draw. I can't see him being all that far away. I'm hoping he holds a good midfield spot here and is very, very strong to the line, and he's got an absolute love for Eagle Farm.
Okay. Next one's Hidden Wealth, 58.5 kilos with Tim Clark riding barrier 15. Hidden Wealth's paying $6 to win and $2.30 for the place. He's first up after his wonderful Magic Millions Cutis race win in January. He's got a good fresh record and at the track and trip, but the wide draw might be a concern.
Not for me.
Okay.
I think Timmy Clark will be an ideal rider for him. He's jumped well, rolls into stride quickly. Whatever's in front of him is going too fast. If they want to take him on and go flat out, then he'll just sit second or third. But he's a roll forward horse. He's got good high cruising speed and he quickens off it. He loves Eagle Farm. He loves 1,200. He's very, very well prepared for his first up run, and then it's a matter of where we go for the rest of the carnival. But he's in very good order, this horse. I cannot fault him going into it. I've had a faultless preparation with him. You know, some of these are coming off Sydney preps, others are first up off much longer breaks. He's in great nick. The barrier hasn't dented my confidence in the horse or his chances to win. Okay.
Next one is Cannonball, 58.5 kilos, Noel Callow in the saddle, barrier 9, and Cannonball's paying $41 at the moment to win and $11 for the place. Was good first up in the listed Ascot handicap when he got held up at the top of the straight.
He needed the run as well. He lacked a bit of room in a crucial stage. That's when horses are all coming out into a spot. This will be a different style racing here at Eagle Farm, like I mentioned at the start of this preview. I think the tempo of the race helps him. They'll go along good. Hopefully Noel will begin well. He finds a midfield spot on the back of that speed. If he can get there with a bit of cover and come strong, you've seen him been a giant killer here in the summer. No one give him a chance. He won about 40 to 1. So ability-wise, he's always had the ability to be around this level. He's just got to get the smooth run to win at this level.
Okay, and the fourth one is King Kapa, 58.5 kilos. CJ Graham rides barrier 4. He's paying $19 to win at the moment and $5 for the place. In great form coming into this, including a strong win last start in the listed Ascot handicap over the 1,000 metres.
I doubt there's a horse in better form in the race. He's fit, he's in good form, he's racing well. He loves Eagle Farm, He loves good ground, he ticks all the boxes. He's got a rider in good form that knows him well, and he's got a low draw where some of these don't, which Hidden Wealth. He'll begin well, there's going to be pressure. You got Hidden Wealth, Cold Crusher, Rothfire. They're not going to muck around. No. He's just going to park on the back of that easily, do no work, and as we saw the other day, he's the fit, fresh horse on the scene. Any chinks in the armour, he's going to get the absolute perfect run. If there's a horse in the race that maps the best, it's him.
And how are you splitting it for
Hidden Wealth, I think, goes on top. Freedom Rally for mine is forgotten because I think it's all too short for him. But I think with the pressure on, he's going to be able to really build up. So they're probably the two, because I think out of those two, they have the ability to get to the next level. The other two horses are beautifully placed and ready to go. But I think as the score of ability goes, it'd be something each way, Freedom Rally and something on Hidden Wealth.
Okay. Race 9 is the cutest 3-year-old quality over 1,300 metres. 3 runners in this. Devine Force is the first one. 52 kilos. Robbie Dolan rides barrier 12. She's paying $41 to win and $7 for the place, having her second run for our stable and last start battled ungamely on a soft Doomben track.
Yeah, I don't think she was too bad, and she didn't get a whole lot of daylight. Not that she was screaming over the top of them, but she's clearly lacking in confidence. I think going out in trip's not a bad idea. There's no reason in her pedigree she wouldn't get it. And firstly, Marty Harley said when he got off, a step her up in distance. So that's what we've done. The barrier probably doesn't make it great. We'll work out where we slot in the field and give her a chance to be good late. We'll see how the day unveils, how the track plays with her. I think she's versatile enough.
Okay. Next one's Maragical. She'll carry 52 kilos as well, with Emily Lang riding, jumping from barrier 11. She's paying $61 to win and $11 for the place. She's praying to get a good track after encountering rain-affected tracks in all 3 runs back this preparation.
Just needs a good track. If we get any rain and the track downgrades to soft, she won't be running. She needs a good track. She needs a confidence boost. It's a pretty tough race to try and get one in, but I'm desperate for good ground for her.
Okay. Socrazyinlove, 52 kilos as well, with Angela Jones riding barrier 3. She's paying $23 to win and $4.60 for the place. Was strong through the line for third first up over the 1,200 metres in the same race as stablemate Devine Force.
She just wants the distance, doesn't she? She wants this 1,300 and possibly getting out to a mile. She's a lovely filly. Normally wouldn't go the 10-day back up, but I think this race is just too suitable not to.
Okay.
She's done very well. I've done plenty of work with her going into the first up run. I feel on good ground, up in distance, she's a definite knockout chance. With 52, it's a feather on her back. Absolute feather on her back. She races forward enough for the speed, puts herself in a good position. I think she runs really good. She's a very good each way chance in the race.
Okay, on top.
So crazy.
So crazy enough. Okay. Now we're going to preview our 2 runners in the $1 million Archer slot race over the 1,300 metres at Rockhampton on Sunday. The weather forecast looks good, so every chance it will be a good track. We'll start with Transatlantic. He'll carry 55.5 kilos with Regan Bayliss riding barrier 2 in the Acton family slot. He's first up for a big winter campaign after 2 jump outs. Hasn't won first up, but has been close a couple of times.
Yeah, well, first up's normally been 1,200. I think it's just short of his trip, so I've done something a little bit different. Obviously had the opportunity to look at the Victory Stakes this week or here. I think 1,200, if you look at that Victory Stakes, they'd just be too sharp for him. This is a different sort of race. They'll go quick here, but 1,300's right up his wheelhouse. He's very fit. I've done plenty of work with him. He's ready to rock and roll, and he's hopefully on a Stradbroke handicap path later this winter. So look, really happy with the horse. The low draw is important. He'll jump, and like I said, they'll go along quick here. You got Iona Merck, you got the local horse Hell. He'll be screaming along. There's other pressure in the race. He'll just hopefully be able to jump and travel on the back of that speed and be strongest late.
Okay. The other runner we have is Comrade Rosa. He'll carry 54.5 kilos with Craig Williams riding barrier 12 in the P. Chester Lodge slot. Was the best of the backmarkers first up at Eagle Farm over the 1,200 metres and should appreciate the long straight at Rocky.
Yeah, she will. The barrier's just not ideal. I want Willow to give her a bit of a squeeze out, even though we're going to be back. Just get her travelling, get her up on the bridle a little bit, slot back, and then as he gets to obviously that 600 metre run, he'll be able to work his way through there. He's a world-class rider. It's great to have Craig and Regan heading up there for us on Sunday. We're very appreciative of that. He's going to have to pull out everything, Willow. He's going to be spotting him a bit of a start, I think. But back on a good track at, I think, her perfect distance, 1300. She's a big improver. She's going really, really well, this mare. So how do I split them? It's hard to say. She's been at the level before. I suppose the question I have is, she's still at that level? Where Transatlantic's a horse. I'm really excited about this horse. I think he can go to a really good level, not only this winter, but later on this season.
Okay. We are into the final furlong of this week's Final Gallop. Who is your best 20 chance at Eagle Farm on Saturday?
Floozie.
And your best each way chance?
I'll give you two. I'm going to have each way on Boomtown Boss in the Guineas and also Hidden Wealth in the Victory.
Okay. Your best anywhere else over the weekend? We've got Warwick on Friday, Sunny Coast and Toowoomba on Saturday, Rockhampton Sunday and Ipswich on Monday.
Haven't seen the draws before anyone else. If she goes to Ipswich on Monday, it'll win again. I reluctantly am there due to that 10-horse field. Reluctantly, we're back at 800 Ipswich, I'd say. So I think she's very well placed. Also, a new horse to stable, Reveline. I think he's going very, very good. He probably runs in one of those 1,000-metre races, either Toowoomba or Sunny Coast. So there's a couple of good chances. I think our provincial team is not overly big this weekend, but I do think the runners we do have at the provincials is very strong.
Okay. Your best track worker this week?
Best track worker this week, the course proper was pretty good. I couldn't go past Hidden Wealth, and Zerastro ticked over out there. It was fantastic. Antino was great, nice and relaxed. He's obviously on target for the Hollandale Stakes. Blake Sheen engaged to ride. Very exciting to have him heading there. So the good horses were good, as they've been racing well. So I think we can look forward to a pretty good Saturday.
Okay. Now it is time for Cavs Corner, which is supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. No go for either of his legs last week. Let's hope he can start the Winter Carnival with a win. Over to you, Cav.
Welcome to Cavs Corner. This weekend we'll travel to Eagle Farm. We'll go Floozie a win, into Freedom Rally a place. Good punning.
So he's gone Floozie a win into Freedom Rally a place. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, well, I mentioned I thought Freedom Rally is very much a forgotten horse, and if Ryan can just hold a bit of a spot on him where he can travel, midfield. If he can be midfield, he's going to come with the big bounds. He's obviously got that residual fitness from racing away. He's also had enough time to freshen up for the winter. As I look at him, just having a pick on the grass, he's going back to his box. He looks absolutely fantastic.
He doesn't
Felix,
agree with
you don't look as good as him, brother, yet, but you'll get there as the winter comes on. But he looks amazing, Freedom Rally. I'm really happy with him. That is definitely not the world's worst multi.
Okay. Well, good luck on the weekend, Tony. Some important races to kick off our Winter Carnival campaign.
Yeah, it's an exciting time of the year. It's great to be part of this Winter Carnival, and the travellers are starting to get here. You can see the numbers starting to flock into the noms this week, and things will only get stronger and tougher as we go on. But I'm really happy with our team. I love the way they're racing at the moment, and I'm sure we're going to have a very good day on Saturday.
Absolutely. Best of luck to everyone over the whole weekend.